Can we watch the new Metal Gear Solid trailer? Yeah, I watched it. It was okay, and I love Snake Eater. It's my favorite Metal Gear Solid game, but it didn't. What's it called? It didn't, like, blow me away. Is there ever going to be Metal Gear Solid 6, chat? Like, is there going to be a Metal Gear Solid 6? Because, you know, Hideo Kojima is just like, nah. Don't think so. Probably not. Very sad. I can't say
Listen
Konami's
to me,
doing
Jack.
video games.
Just because soldiers are on the same side.
So I can't really say Konami's doing video games, chat, because this game came out in 2004. So I guess technically it's the 20th anniversary. But I remember getting this game, chat, when I was in high school. I got it on like launch day, and we played the fuck out of this game. But if you're only remaking games, you know, that are 20 years old, like, really can't say you're a video game company at that point. At least I wouldn't.
Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now
it looks great.
doesn't mean they
Graphics.
always will be.
It looks-
Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Is that why you abandoned me?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Are you one of Volgin's men?
No. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
Yeah, the graphics are beautiful.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes, the Shagohod.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by Gru? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
How many
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times.
Sorry I'm late.
Giggity. How many of you guys know the story of Metal Gear Solid 3? So, like, if I say something, because I don't want to say something it's like a big spoiler to you, but, like, this is a 20-year-old game. Obviously, I played Metal Gear Solid 3. Who does? Wait, so all you guys know the story? It's really interesting. They show moments in this trailer, and they look like they're not important, but, like, this, it's like, pretty much affects the entire this one kind of, and you don't know it at the time, but this one little moment where Volgin shoots the missile kind of changes the course of the entire game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, changes the course of, like, the entire game. You know, like, yeah, I'm a big fan of Metal Gear Solid. Wait, it's called Metal Gear Solid Delta? Because I'm like, why isn't the number 3 here? That's interesting. It's renamed to I noticed that. I'm like, well, where's the number? It should be Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And let me think. I think Metal Gear Solid 2 is blue. 3 is green. I forget what color 4 is. I did not play 5, Chad. I did not play Phantom Pain. But I played the first 4 Metal Gear Solid games. But I never played Phantom Pain. But each one has like a different, the number is a different color. And I'm pretty sure Sons of Liberty, which is 2, is blue. And then Snake Eater is green. And I forget what color Guns of the Patriots is. Isn't 4 yellow? It could be yellow. But yeah, usually the numbers are a different color each game. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
For people who haven't played it before, it's not important. But for us, it's pretty sick. I prefer climbing. Yeah, that is in Metal Gear Solid 3. The ladder. Dude, I remember facing what's the freaking sniper in this game? The old guy in the fucking wheelchair, the sniper. Bro, I remember fighting him, and there's certain portions where if you're looking for him, that he'll sneak up on you. Oh my god, he scared the shit out of me, chat. It made me not even want to keep fighting him, bro. It terrified me. Because when you're in zoom, you're zoomed in with the scope. You're not worrying about the peripheral stuff. You're not worrying about everything else that's going on with you. It made me hate that boss fight. I don't like being scared in games, chat. I just wait. Well, you can also shoot him before. I don't know how people got the sniper rifle, but there's an opportunity to kill him before you get to that jungle. And yeah, if you fast forward the time on your PS2, he'll die. He'll die of old age.
The times.
Wait. No. I didn't know you could wait. I thought you had to. So right. My understanding is that you had to fast forward the time on the actual console. Is that not true? Because I do know that you can wait for him to die, but I thought you had to actually adjust the clock on your system for him to die. I could be wrong. You do? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's always been stuff like that in Metal Gear. It's like oh my god. Okay. How many of you guys know about Psycho Mantis, chat? Do any of you guys know who that is? And now I'm talking about Metal Gear Solid 1. I'm talking about the one on the PlayStation, the first one. Do you guys know about? Y'all know about? Yeah. So with Psycho Mantis, chat, he's a boss. He's on Foxhound. He's a boss from the first game, from Metal Gear Solid 1. He is a psychic. He could sense everything you're doing and all your movements. The way to beat him is you had to take the controller out and put it in the player 2 port. It was so bat chest. Imagine being like 11 years old. That was bat chested. We were like, oh my god, what? Because he's psychic and we can't, like, everything that you do, all the bullet, like, nothing works against them. And then you put the controller, you take it out of port 1, you put it in port 2. Now all of a sudden, he can't tell what the fuck's going on. That was like the big thing with Psycho Mantis, yes. He's a boss from the first game.
Sorry I'm late.
Sorry I'm late. Hideo Kojima. No. I don't doubt that. Or I don't dispute that. That Kojima was way ahead of his time. Like that's never been in question at Tenza. I've never disputed that Kojima is a genius. I've just said that I think he's washed. And I think that Death Stranding is just an objectively shittier version of Metal Gear. Like, and I don't mean shit, I mean way shittier than Metal Gear. It's like, bro, you came from here to like here. You know what I mean? Death Stranding ain't no fucking masterpiece, chat. And don't get me wrong, if you guys have played the Metal Gear Solid games, The stories are weird as fuck. They actually got progressive. I'm trying to think of the weirdest stories. Metal Gear, actually, you guys know the stories of Metal Gear. Metal Gear 1 story is not that weird. Like, they're all kind of weird, chat. But on a weird scale, Metal Gear Solid 1 story is like, it's like a 6. It's not that weird. I would say Sons of Liberty is probably closer to like a 8. Yeah. I think Snake Eater is also like a 6. That game's story is really not that weird. 4, Guns of the Patriots is like a 10. Yeah, on the weird scale, chat. Guns of the Patriots story is like a 10 on the weird scale. And Phantom Pain's probably like a 10 too. But the stories, 2, you think 2 was grounded? Really? I don't think, like, 2, okay, let me say this. 2 was grounded until the very end of the game. Once you get to the very end, Vamp was, well, you have weird characters in all the, I mean, the just overall story, right? And Metal Gear 2, chat, once you get to like the very end of the game, that game goes off the fucking rails. It like, seriously, it just goes off the fucking rails. And I forget what the group's name is in Metal Gear Solid 2, but they were also pretty weird. They weren't like Foxhound, chat. 2 was wild. Yeah, the characters in Metal Gear Solid 2, chat, are all fucking weirdos. There's the bisexual vampire, Vamp, who's played by Phil Lamar. There's Fat Man. You guys remember Fat Man? He's the bomb dude, who rides around on roller skates. Like, everything about Metal Gear Solid 2 was just fucking weird, including playing as Raiden. Right. Fat Man is the one who skates. He's the bomb dude. He's the one who puts the bomb on, like, I forget exactly. He does something with bombs in the big shell. And then there's Vamp, the bisexual vampire. And then there's, I think the girl's name is Fortune, chat. Let me see. Metal Gear Solid 2. I think her name is, Fortune. That's the black chick with the blonde hair. She was cool. I just wish she would have had a different boss fight, because you couldn't actually like injure her. You couldn't hurt her, because she was kind of like Psycho Mantis. I don't think this does her justice. It doesn't. It's actually, this picture doesn't really do her justice, because it doesn't make her look black. Actually, she looks kind of white here, but she's very much black. She has a rail gun. Her gun, chat, shoots electricity. But you can't actually, and she has a boss fight, but you can't actually do damage to this bitch. Yeah, she has a boss fight, but you can't do damage to her, because she has like a psychic power, just very similar to like Psycho Mantis, where you cannot do damage to her. So there's that. You get to see Raiden's you don't get to see Raiden's balls, but you do get to see Raiden's ass, which is another reason, like, Metal Gear Solid 2 is pretty weird, chat. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is at least like an 8 on the, what's it called? Raiden is, everybody, well, yeah. If you don't know, Raiden does get completely naked in the game. Well, you don't get to see his junk, obviously, but you do play as Raiden naked, chat. If you don't know, it's like very, very towards like the end of the game. There's a part where Raiden gets like naked. TF, you never played Dark Emperor? You've never played Metal Gear Solid 2? See, and that's the thing. Metal Gear Solid is not, like, to me, chat, Metal Gear is not one of those games where you just play one random Metal Gear. Like, okay, if you just hate this, you hate the game, fine. But Metal Gear is not one of those games where you just play like, oh, I've only played part 2, or I've only played, like, if you play one, if you commit to one, just play them all. If you commit to one Metal Gear game, just play all of them. Again, I haven't played Phantom Pain, chat. I haven't played part 5, but I have played the first 4 of them. If you like one Metal Gear game, you're going to like all of them, for the most part. The new one, Phantom Pain's a little different because it's open world, and I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Guns of the Patriots, which is part 4, that game had a lot more customization than the first 3, but it was not open world. So, like, I don't know exactly how I feel about open world. it had interesting characters from what I saw. But yeah, I just still haven't played Phantom Pain, and I don't think there will be a part 6, chat. 5 was an unfinished game. That's what I've heard about like 5, that Kojima wanted to do more. That's why, like, I don't know, like, do I want to play 5? Do I not? Then it was like the prologue to Metal Gear Solid 5. It felt like the production of Phantom Pain, chat, was just a fucking mess. And then they were like ready to fire Kojima. They like fired his ass immediately once he was done with the game. So like Metal Gear Solid 5 feels just kind of, you know, like, what's it called? It's not that I don't like open world. It's that when a series is not open world and then it becomes open world, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. Like, Metal Gear Solid did not start as an open world series. It started kind of as like a corridor type game. And I'm just not exactly sure how I'm going to feel about that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Phantom Pain also seems like it went through production hell. So Metal Gear Solid didn't really do well in open world. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure. And part 4, it was a lot bigger than the first 3. You could even say like part 4, chat, and part 3 got away from Metal Gear Solid being strictly corridor based, especially part 3. Like this game, chat, Snake Eater, this is not a corridor game, chat. The first 2 Metal Gears are like super duper corridor based. Snake Eater is not. It is like, yo, you got most of the game is just in the fucking jungle. You know what I mean? There's some corridors in Metal Gear 3, but this game is not corridor based like the first 2. But they weren't open world. 4 kind of had like a mix of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, part 4 had a mix of stuff, but 5 is just like, nah, there's no corridors. You just in the desert and shit. So, you know. All right, chat.